Have you ever wondered what it was like in the very beginning? Before all the noise, the hustle, the concrete jungles we live in today. Let's journey back in time to a place of perfect harmony. A place called the Garden of Eden. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. He filled the world with light, water, land, and all kinds of living creatures. But his masterpiece was a special garden, Eden. It was a paradise, lush and vibrant, filled with every beautiful tree and every kind of delicious fruit. Crystal clear rivers flowed through it, watering the soil and making everything flourish. Into this perfect world, God placed the first man, Adam. He was formed from the dust of the ground, and God breathed life into his nostrils. Adam's job was simple and wonderful: to tend to the garden, to care for this paradise. Imagine waking up every day surrounded by breathtaking beauty, with animals as your friends, and walking with God in the cool of the evening. But God saw that it was not good for Adam to be alone. So, while Adam slept, God took one of his ribs, and from it he created the first woman, Eve. When Adam saw her, he recognized her as a part of himself, a companion, a partner. They were a team, living in pure innocence, with nothing to hide and nothing to fear. They were truly happy. In the middle of the garden stood two special trees: the tree of life and the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. God gave Adam and Eve a simple instruction. He said, "You are free to eat from any tree in the garden, but you must not eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. For when you eat from it, you will certainly die." This was their one rule, a test of their trust and obedience. For a time, they lived in perfect peace, enjoying the garden and their relationship with God and each other. They had everything they could possibly need or want. But a shadow was about to fall on their perfect world. A cunning serpent, more crafty than any of the wild animals, approached Eve. He planted a seed of doubt in her mind. Did God really say you must not eat from any tree in the garden? He hissed. Eve corrected him, explaining God's command. But the serpent was persuasive. He lied, saying, "You will not surely die. For God knows that when you eat of it, your eyes will be opened, and you will be like God, knowing good and evil." The serpent made disobedience sound so appealing. Eve looked at the fruit. It was beautiful, it looked delicious, and the promise of wisdom was tempting. The doubt grew. She forgot about God's goodness and focused on the one thing she couldn't have. So she took the fruit and ate it. Then she gave some to Adam, who was with her, and he ate it too. In that moment, everything changed. Their eyes were opened, but not in the way they expected. They suddenly felt shame and fear for the first time. They realized they were naked and tried to hide from God. The sweet fellowship they had with their Creator was broken. When God came walking in the garden, they hid. But you can't hide from God. He called out, "Where are you?" He knew what they had done. Their choice to disobey, to trust the serpent over their loving Creator, had consequences. They were banished from the Garden of Eden, from the paradise they called home. The story of Eden is a powerful one. It's a story about perfect beginnings, about choice, and about the consequences that follow. It reminds us that our choices matter and that true life is found not in seeking our own wisdom, but in trusting the one who gave us life in the first place. It's a foundational story that sets the stage for the rest of the Bible, a story of a broken relationship and the incredible plan God put in place to restore it. Thanks for joining me on this journey back to Eden. If this story spoke to you, make sure to like and subscribe for more explorations into the timeless stories of the Bible. See you next time.